Hey, hello everyone. It's Jeannie King, and today is day 6 of the money game, and we are putting $6,000 in the bank in our virtual account, and we're spending it. So, my question is, what's going on with you? How are you feeling? Are you starting to feel a little more excited? Or are you getting overwhelmed? Because all of that is part of this. But remember, it's like going to the gym. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And after the first week, you are just beat to death. But I urge you to stay with it because this is a practice of building your financial muscle. One of our participants said she was finding it a hard thing to spend $4,000 on day 4. And she is, which was yesterday, and she said, in truth, I have everything I need. And I said, well, okay, that's good, and gratitude is good, but don't you think it's important to look at things that we would like to have that would make our life easier? And she said, well, yeah, she said, I do have a 50-year-old house. It's kind of a money pit because I was talking about my 75-year-old house. And she said, we've been wanting wood floors. And anyhow, she was a little bit concerned about the dogs scratching them up. And I said, well, we have 2 dogs. We have wood floors. And another one of our brilliant people who is a wonderful participant said, look into these scratch resistant types of coatings. So, it's just those things, whether it is upgrading your house or buying new truck tires or buying a computer, those are the things that make life a little bit easier. And when we have money, we can do that. We have a participant who jumped in on day 3. She hadn't been playing. And so she immediately had $6,000. And she said, okay. And she said, I really don't know what I'm going to do with all this money. However, one of our family members, a young family member, and her husband just found out that they're taking on one of his children from another marriage, and they suddenly have to have bunk beds and school clothes and school supplies and all kinds of bedroom furniture to accommodate. And she said, so I spent my $6,000, 500 of which was going toward bunk beds. And she said, now this is so interesting. She said, within 30 minutes, my daughter contacted me and said that her father, my ex, had let her know that he was taking care of all of this. Now she said, he probably would have done it anyhow, but I find the timing to be very interesting. So, what do you think? Do you think it's coincidence? You have to decide that. Another participant had texted me saying that a real estate agent that they've had some property for sale thousands of miles away in another state. And she said, we haven't heard anything from this real estate agent for a year and a half. And she said, we just got a text saying that somebody is interested in this property. She said, now it's not a done deal. Well, no, but my gosh, think about that. All of a sudden, she is getting a text saying someone's interested in looking at this property. What do you think? Another person had been so beautifully honest, and she said, I'm now coming face to face with my own belief system. And she said, they had a lot of children, and she grew up in, circumstances that were less than ideal. And she said, I realize now that my beliefs around money and my own poverty experience has always been, coming to the conclusion like a whole bunch of money would solve everything. And she said, I now know that that's not true. I need to change my story around money and let that be the reality. And truly, we talked about that. We talked about people who win the lottery, and we talked about how without a money consciousness, nothing actually changes. Now, I want to bring to you a fun story and a song that you're going to be able to sing. My co-founder of Be Now, the Beautiful Network of Women, is Cindy Jordan, and she is a phenomenal songwriter and singer and author, and she's so talented. And back in the 80s, she won the Country and Western Music Award of the Year for writing Jose Cuervo, You Are a Friend of Mine. And most of us know that song. We danced to it. So anyhow, and this goes along with the thumbnail that I put on this day, saying, you know, that thing that you want to do, or go do that. You should do that. Well, about 10 or 15 years ago, they had a family member who was marrying someone from Italy. And so the whole family went over to Italy. It's one of those things. You want to go to Italy and have a marriage? Yeah, do it. So she put about $10,000 on her credit card. And it just kind of, when they got back, was kind of getting away from her. And she wasn't clear on how to pay it online. This is way back in the day. And so she got a little freaked out, and she said, okay, I know the power of music. I know the power of words and intentions. So she put on a big piece of paper, $10,000 paid in full. Thank you, God. Put that on the refrigerator where she saw it every day. And then when she would get into the shower, she would sing this song. I get unexpected income all the time. I get unexpected income all the time. I get unexpected income. I get unexpected income. I get unexpected income all the time. And so she sang it every day for like 30 days. And after the end of 30 days, she walked down to the mailbox, and there was a big check from SAG-AFTRA, which is the Screen Actors Guild organization that pays musicians and actors. And she and her husband had moved, and they didn't have their new address, and they sent her a check for this, $9,965, just $35 less than what she had been envisioning. So what did she do? She started singing, I'm so grateful for my income all the time. I'm so grateful for my income all the time. I'm so grateful for my income. I'm so grateful for my income. I'm so grateful for my income all the time. Ta-da! That ta-da was me. I like putting ta-da on the end of things. So we also have another man who is a highly educated, very brilliant financial guy and CPA. And, you know, he kind of stumbles over the word income because in his world, income means you have to work for it. You have to account for it. And so I just told him, I said, well, change it to money. I get unexpected money all the time. I get unexpected money all the time. I'm so grateful for my money. I'm so grateful for my money. I get unexpected money all the time. Make it work for you, okay? Make it work to where when you sing this song and when you get involved with this and you decide what it is that you want, excuse me, I've got allergies, I'm so sorry, but it, you know, by changing that, it makes him feel better because in his world, income means a whole different things. So what I want to tell you is we can change our lives. And I want to wrap up today's video with a little story from a woman in the UK who is playing this game. We have people all over the world playing this game with us. So when we send out that energy, we're sending it all over the world. I want to read this to you. Yesterday, I arrived home from holidays and received a $200 voucher from a friend in return for letting her stay in my apartment while I was away, and a card with a lottery ticket and a 10-pound note from another friend. I get unexpected income all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Get into your gratitude. Sing the song. So let's just take this moment, just breathe it in. All of these people that I've told you about, people that you don't know about yet too. We've got stories, we've got people who are just having big ahas. So bring in all of that heart energy into your heart. Just fill it up. Just fill it up. Make it real. Feel the gratitude. Bring your brain and the pineal gland and the energy down into your heart. Send it out in a big burst of energy with gratitude. And let's just include every person who is playing this game with us. The more we help others, the more we are difference, make a difference, and be a difference. It really is that powerful. We celebrate everybody's wins and we lift people up as they go through their challenges because we're all in this together. Tomorrow, we are just, it's just so beautiful. Tomorrow we're going to put $6,000 in the bank, and at that moment, we will have flowed $21,000 in just a few days. There are some people who don't make $21,000 in a year, okay? And your subconscious mind and the mind of God does not know the difference between what you are imagining, what you are claiming, what you are singing, and what seems to be the truth. So let's just make this our truth. Thank you again. Thank you for playing. Go ahead and invite your friends in. They need to catch up, though. They need to do it soon because it's going to be real big. I get unexpected income all the time. Thank you for sharing. See you tomorrow. I'm so glad you are here.